Jules.
Yeah.
Did you watch The Boys on Amazon?
You know I did.
You remember A-Train?
You know I do.
The Flash. Let's talk about The Flash that we're going to review. Kind of reminds you of an A-Train with the way he can move, but there's always a downside. You think if I could move like The Flash, how much work I could done every day and all this stuff I could do. There's always a downside though, right?
Yeah.
Why was he hard-headed as heck in here? Why is he hard-headed?
Girl, I don't know.
Let's talk about what he did. It was hard-headed and why it didn't work out for him, because we tell you not to do particular stuff because it's going to mess up the butterfly effect. You do it anyways. All right, let's talk about it.
All right.
Let's talk about it.
It's PG-13. It's 2 hours and 24 minutes.
Ooh, I gotta be honest with you.
Just getting longer and longer.
I felt it.
Yeah, I felt it too.
I felt myself doing that little thing where I open my purse and tap my phone. Like,
yeah,
I don't like when it's like that.
Yeah,
because I can tell if I'm doing that, it's telling me that the movie is not engaging me as much as I would like to.
It was not engaging me as much as I would have liked it to, and I was really looking forward to it, but I was deeply out.
See,
and my movie partner was like,
see, I
even sometimes I wasn't closing my eyes. I'm like, I'm awake.
And you want to be engaged, but let's talk about this one and what it was and why we just didn't feel like it hit.
So The Flash stars Ezra Miller as Barry Allen / The Flash, and he played Barry Allen in Justice League, Suicide Squad, and he was also in Fantastic Beasts. He did not play Barry Allen in that, but you know what I'm saying.
I we'll get into it, but I'm not a fan of him as The Flash. I like
Ezra Miller is a them they.
Huh?
Ezra Miller is a them they.
Oh, okay.
Don't call Ezra him. You say them or they.
Okay.
That's what they are. I don't make the rules. I don't.
Okay, first of all, I don't know him by name. I have to be honest. I mean, we say he was in. Okay, I remember his face. But I mean, what are we supposed to do? I respect anybody's decision, but
you gotta say them or they if you're referring to Ezra, or say their name, Ezra.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not done anything into offense to anyone. I just had no idea, and it's kind of hard to keep track of some of it.
I know you didn't.
I respect everybody. You know that.
Yes,
we're totally inclusive.
That's why I'm telling you because you didn't know.
I'm just gonna say Ezra.
Okay.
Wait, I can't say. What? Okay, I just said I didn't like him very much in this. What was I supposed to say?
I didn't like them very much in this.
And somebody would be like, "What do you mean them? Who are you talking about?" I'm just talking about this one person. But okay, let's move along.
Okay. Ben Affleck as Batman. You'll know
we know him from everywhere. We ain't even got to listen in here. Let's just keep it moving. Let's go.
Michael Keaton as Batman. We know him from everywhere too. He played Batman in 1989.
We know Michael Keaton from. I mean, he was he was one of those guys back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck has never been my favorite Batman, anyways. I mean, I told you that before, but I did like Michael Keaton. I mean, it's cool that they get for different Batmans, but Ben Affleck was just not. I was happy to see Michael Keaton make an appearance in here. It was really cool.
And this is another case of he's in this movie, which is DC, and he was also in Spider-Man Homecoming, which is Marvel.
Hey, that's all right. Make that money.
Make that money.
Shoot.
Michael Shannon as General Zod. He was in Batman vs. Superman as General Zod in 2016, and also in Man of Steel in 2013 as General Zod. So I like when they get to
consistency.
Consistency.
And the thing is with Michael Shannon, a lot of movies I've seen him in, he has a weird look. Very unique. Let me put it that way. His look is so very unique. And I watched him in a movie where there was something, thinking about some aliens or something, or whatever it is. His face is just so perfect for those type of movies because it's so odd looking. I like his face.
Yeah.
It's very well looking. Like, put him in some more horror movies. It's just great. You don't have to do very much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ron Livingston as Henry Allen. You remember him from Office Space?
It took me a minute because he was, hey, Peter, watch Cornhole, buddy. He was Peter. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is. You know, I watch Office Space all the time. I freaking love that movie.
That is an awesome movie.
So
if you haven't seen it, you got to see it.
I got it on DVD.
We need to review it.
I don't even have to. I watch it all the time, and it's funny. But I'm like, Ron Livingston, he still looks good. He barely ages. Yeah. But he looks good. Yeah. See Office Space if you have it.
For younger people, you might remember him from The Fifth Wave or The Conjuring. Maribel Verdú plays Nora Allen, and she was in Pan's Labyrinth, which came out in 2006.
I've never seen that.
And she was in a movie called Super Lopez. It's a Spanish Superman that came out in 2018. So it's funny that she's in this movie when she was in Super Lopez.
Sweet. Okay.
Kirstie Clemons is Iris West. You remember her from Dope, from Swarm, and from Lady and the Tramp. She had a voice in that.
A voiceover like the original. Wow, that's been a long time. I'm surprised they haven't redone that.
What, Lady and the Tramp? That is redone. Because the first one came out like 80 something.
Yeah, okay, so they did another one after that.
Yeah, in the 2000s. I didn't write down the year, but
okay. I don't think I ever watched a full Lady and the Tramp. Oh gosh, are people going to get offended about the word tramp in there? Never mind. You know how they are now, my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, now who's our Alfred?
Jeremy Irons. And he was in Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice 2016 and Justice League 2017 as Alfred.
You can never do without Alfred. You just can't. Now, what did this little hard-headed Barry do?
So Barry realizes as the Flash that he can run fast enough to go back in time. So he decides, even though Batman says, no, don't do it.
Didn't he specifically say, if you do this, the butterfly effect will take place? It could be a blade of grass.
Yep.
Something bad will happen.
But he still decides, because he's so smart, I'm going to go back and I'm just going to change one little thing, and that will keep my mom alive and my dad out of jail. And Batman said, and he's like, and I could save your parents too. He's like, no, because that's what made me who I am today. That's what made you who you are today.
The world, all of that.
Do not do that. If you change something, you don't know how many other things are going to change. And so that's what this movie is based on. His dumb butt goes back
hard-headed as F.
into town at the time and screws things up.
I really wonder, like, smack him? Because he made everything worse.
You know what? I watched the TV show, The Flash, and they already went through this. So this is like deja vu for me.
Just making it 2 hours and 24 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, of course it's not exactly the same as the TV show, but it's super similar. And so I'm like, well, shoot, deja vu already. And then also, there was something missing. It just wasn't that great to me. Let me
say this.
It was good. It just wasn't that great. And then, like I said, I was 2 hours and 24 minutes late.
I can't even honestly say it was good. It was okay. The action scenes, I mean, anytime you're doing these movies from, the comics, the action scenes are pretty good. But what I found, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I need to watch it again. I found that I'm not a fan of Ezra as the Flash. Like when it comes to the original Peter Parker, he's kind of geeky.
Yeah.
This guy's kind of geeky too. I'm not feeling the geekiness in this. Like I think I'm craving something a little more strong. I don't know what it. I'm having a hard time pinning. I can see the little stuff that bothered me about it, but I wasn't finding myself like, oh my God, I can't wait for oh, this is so great. Like I never felt like that in any of the movie. Like I said, he just made me mad. I wanted to smack him. He kept saying you're making stuff worse. You remember the movie Butterfly Effect?
Yep.
Ashton Kutcher. Remember how good that was?
Yeah.
Ooh. You can't change anything. He just said a blade of grass. If the blade of grass went to the left, you go back and change to the right. You are going to change stuff that happened. Why are you so hard-headed? Why? Okay, well,
besides the fact that happened, and that's what the movie is about, it could have been better. It could have been better.
I don't even know what would have made it better.
I don't know.
I don't know. And plus, I'm not like huge on the Flash.
I kind of feel like maybe they need a different actor for the Flash.
See, that's what I'm feeling. I mean, nothing against the guy. Like I said, I like him in Fantastic Beasts. The guy's cool. It's just this particular role. I don't know if it's a particular role or is it because I'm not big on the Flash itself. Like we love Iron Man and all them, but the Flash. I don't.
The Flash is cool. I like the Flash, and Ezra does at first I thought he did a pretty good job as a Flash, but there's see,
you're feeling like me. It's not like we don't like him or that he can't. It didn't hit.
Yeah,
I wish
it didn't hit.
Yeah,
it's a miss. So and there are extra scenes because it's a DC movie.
Yeah.
As soon as the credits start, and then 7 minutes later, there's a scene that lasts a minute and a half.
Now these cameos in here were fantastic. So we already know Ben Affleck's in here. We got Michael Keaton. We freaking love when they pay homage.
This is like so full of, they're doing
Spider-Verse type of thing.
Spider-Verse type of thing, and also the other Spider-Man where they brought back the other, the Tobey Maguire and all that. They're trying to do that. Jump on that bandwagon and do the most with this. They did the most. They went to, small spoiler, they even showed some black and white characters. Like, come on. Like, this is cameo up the yin yang. I can't even list all the actual stars that are in this because
that was my favorite part about it. And I think
even though most of those were flashes.
For our viewer, Sean Burley. Hey, Sean. He was saying how much he liked it too, and I was saying the cameos were what I loved the most about it.
Yeah.
To see Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
70. Yes. He's 71.
Yep.
That looks 71.
At first, I didn't recognize him.
When I
finally did, I was like, "Hey, that's Michael Keaton."
I know, I was happy.
And my movie partner was like, "I already know."
I didn't recognize him either because of the
makeup was so good.
Yeah. And he still looks good for his age. He doesn't look like he's wouldn't had any facelifts or anything like that. He still looks good for his age. I'm surprised he's 71.
He's 71 at the time of this film's release, making him the oldest actor to play Batman in a live-action film or TV series. The only actors who were older were Adam West, who was 88 when he voiced Batman for a final time in Batman vs. Two-Face in 2017, released after his death, and Olan Soule, who was 74 when he voiced Batman for a final time in the 7th season of Super Friends, 1973.
Was that a cartoon, Super Friends? I want to say, I remember.
Well, he voiced it, so I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, I think it was a bunch of like superheroes in there, but that's way back in the day.
Super Friends, yeah.
Okay.
I used to watch Super Friends. Used to come on all the time. I mean, I'm not that old to be like grown.
That was 1973.
They were showing it for years and years after repeats.
Yeah.
Okay, people.
And they have some TV stations that show a lot of all kind of different old shows and cartoons, and I like those.
Yeah.
Okay.
In contrast to the infamously troubled production of Justice League, Ben Affleck said that he had a great time reprising his role of Bruce Wayne / Batman in this film.
I mean, I like this cameo. Just not my favorite Batman, though.
I like him fine.
As Batman?
Yeah, I like him fine. The third adaptation based on the Flashpoint storyline after Justice League, The Flashpoint Paradox in 2013, and Season 3 of The Flash 2014. That's what I'm talking about. You keep rehashing this same storyline. Like, I know it's kind of interesting, but stop rehashing it. Like, it was interesting the other 2 times. Now it's getting old.
And then Ezra ended up getting a role, and it's just like... I mean, I gotta be honest. Like I said, I found myself looking at the clock. It was too long. He hard-headed. I like the Flash. I
like the Flash on TV. He's a little bit smarter than this Flash. Ezra he doesn't write the story though. He just says the lines. So I'm not putting that on Ezra.
Not at all.
Or they just say the lines. I'm not putting that on Ezra, but. The Flash on TV is a little bit smarter. I'm gonna still give it. I'm gonna give it a soft 3. A soft 3 because I did still enjoy like the Supergirl. She was pretty dope. They brought her in there.
I did like her.
And then they did flashback and show like previous Batman and stuff like that.
And the way it ended, I did like. How it ended. That kind of surprised me. Yes. I didn't see that coming.
We laughed and we enjoyed a lot of parts. Just overall, it wasn't that great, but it wasn't horrifically bad. Right. So I'm not going to go lower than 3. I'm going to get soft 3.
I like the Supergirl's role. She was strong. Her role was stronger. I liked her in there.
Yeah.
But I'm going with the 3 as well. I'm guessing there's probably going to be another one, you think, at some point. If there was, I'm not excited to see it. Like, I would probably not even watch this again if it came on TV. We're just going with a 3. Like I said, we love the cameos and seeing people in there we loved and everything. It's just something about it when it's little stuff we can pin, but it just didn't hit.
Yeah. I just realized I wasn't even going to mention her. That's why I didn't list her, because it was, kind of surprise. So.
Whoopsie daisy.
It's been. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's
I
what we're at on
apologize if
it.
I gave a spoiler to anybody, but she is in the trailers. She's in the trailers,
And she's
she's
good. Her
in
role is
all
great.
the interviews and things like that. But I just wasn't going to mention her because I know I was surprised at the certain part, and I'd like for you to be surprised.
I liked her a lot. I want to see her some more. She did a really good job. But
she did.
Honestly, I'm recommending. Let me say, I'm not telling. I'm recommending that you, if you're gonna go see it at the movies, do matinee for sure.
Do matinee, and if you are planning to see it, if you're like, I don't know, see it in the theater because it is a big action movie. Yeah.
Like I said, the action scenes are great. It's always good in the fighting scenes, and seeing him going back and what's gonna happen, and it's cool. But it's just a 3, so yeah. Like if you got a bunch of kids, I would recommend you just wait for it to stream. But definitely don't pay full price for it. We were just recommending matinee. Just based on kind of what we saw.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you have our review of the movie The Flash, currently playing at theaters. Don't forget, me and Jules, we are on Cash App.
Yeah, so
any donations would be fine. We appreciate anything.
We're talking about going to the movies, and we're talking about IMAX and stuff. If you want to help us to be able to see something in IMAX or Dolby Theater,
help us zone out here.
$5, $2, anything. We split it.
We're not gonna split $2. We're just gonna buy some paper. But you get what we're saying. It doesn't matter what it is. Even if you want to request something, you don't have to make a donation. We just appreciate it. Tell us what movies you want to see. We will watch it.
Yeah, we use it to buy paper and ink and
anything.
All that stuff.
Yeah,
so
all
we
that
have
stuff.
these notes to tell you guys.
Upping our equipment. We bought equipment, which we're still going to be doing in the future because we want to, we're going to keep on moving on up.
If we get enough, we're going to start doing, we said this in the beginning, we got to do some kind of prizes.
We actually at some point we are going to get there to go to Universal Studios. We want to do a show right in front of Universal Studios with a big ball and just tell you about some of the fun stuff we did in there. It's going to happen one day soon. So yeah, anything is fine. You'll see our Cash App in here. We're also on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. And don't forget, if you're on Instagram, if our video is more than 15 minutes?
15 minutes.
They cut us off. So check us out and subscribe on YouTube or Facebook. We always post all of our videos on there. We're also on the FearCon network, so go to Connect to Your City, FearCon tab, and you'll see our horror and thrillers. All right, so talk to us. Let us know what you thought about the movie, especially if you've been into The Flash, because there are some people who have, they're really focused on particular superheroes. They got their picks and whatnot. I like Iron Man. Let us know what you think, because maybe there's something we're missing here that might help me, like the movie a little bit better. I'm hoping. We want to like the stuff that we see, but sometimes we just don't. We have to be honest with you on how we feel, because we don't want to lead you astray. Y'all come by like, y'all thought this movie was a 4 and I spent my money. Like, we don't want to do that to you.
No.
We already do that. When we go somewhere and spend our money and the movie was terrible, we come tell you you don't have to do have to. All right. And if you should trust our opinion by now, me and Jules disagree sometimes on certain stuff. Or ask us. You can talk to either one of us. Just let us know in the comments. All right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in to The Flash, and we will see you back soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.